Good Wednesday evening, everybody. David Paul with you in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. It is Wednesday, so let's start by looking ahead to the weekend. What are your plans? Hot and muggy mid-90s. There will be a daily round of scattered showers and thunderstorms. This will be heat-driven, sea breeze, early to mid-afternoon storms that pop up, linger into sunset, and then fizzle out. 40% chance on Saturday and another 40% chance on Sunday. This is typical of a Houston summertime. It's just some summers we don't quite get the daily rain chance, and then other summers we just get it every single day. This is one of those summers where we're getting a daily rain chance almost every single afternoon. I like it, but if you have to commute in it, it's a mess. The commute right now improving on the Gulf Freeway. So our camera here on the south side looking north toward downtown. Everybody got a good drink of water here a little bit ago with a thunderstorm that rolled through. Now that storm has ended. Hobby is a rain-cool 83 after going into the mid-90s today. Bush 89 after hitting 100 today. Conroe 94 right now, no rain up there, so you're still hot. Tomball's rain-cooled and 88 degrees. Today's almanac, high temp did go to 99. That was at Bush at Cottonville Airport. That came at 1:46 in the afternoon. Normal is 96, so 4 degrees above normal. The record is 102. Set on the stage just a couple of years ago, back in 2023. And I've been noticing this the past few times we've gotten into the upper 90s to near 100 at Bush. We've been several degrees less hot, College Station and Hobby, and today was another day like that where Bush at Continental did hit 100, but College Station 6 degrees cooler at 94, Hobby 5 degrees cooler at 95, and then I expect Galveston to be about 90 or so this time of the year. Their record's 96, set back in 1913. Okay, here we go, rolling through the 6:30 time frame, and thunderstorms are beginning to weaken in most spots, but we still have a couple of heavy downpours and some lightning and thunder. Let's see, there's lightning and thunder with this one out in Chambers County, drifting south of I-10, Winnie, and then still some lightning and thunder. This one now between Sugar Land and Richmond. Lightning, thunder, heavy downpour right there, slowing it down on 59, 69, Booth to Trammels to Sienna. There's Highway 6. That is a heavy downpour right here for the neighborhoods in there. Expect at least a little bit of minor street ponding in some spots. Further west, Fulshear got a couple of showers around you. That one's pushing west. And then further west, south of Beard and Wallace to the west of you, FM 1093 west of Wallace has got a little downpour as well. This one's hanging on right here at the crossing of the northwest side of the 99 connector and 290. So let's see, that's from about Black Horse Ranch and out almost to Hockley, getting a good downpour. And then here's the spot where we're looking at in Chambers County, from Anahuac over to Winnie, just south of I-10 now, heavy downpour, State Highway 65 getting wet right now. That one is slowly drifting to the south, and it looks like it's weakening, but still a couple of lightning strikes with that one in Chambers County. Models settle down most of the showers by 8 o'clock. They still have a lingering shower out there near Fulshear. Then that finally ends overnight, and we go into tomorrow morning. Nice and quiet, but look, tomorrow is going to be another repeat of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with these afternoon thunder showers. By lunchtime, isolated showers beginning to form and line up on the sea breeze, which will work its way inland, and that will kick off these heat of the afternoon, stronger thunderstorms further up into Harris County, I-10 corridor by 4 o'clock. So expect to be slowed down again Thursday afternoon by these isolated afternoon summertime thunderstorms. Okay, pushing to the tropics now. Forecast from Colorado State. This is their mid-season update. 16 named storms total is what they're expecting. Normal is 14. We've already had 4. Hurricanes are expecting 8. Normal is 7. And then major hurricanes, that's Cat 3 or above, expecting an average season for majors with 3. So far, Andrea, Barry, Chantal, and Dexter. All of these have been weak tropical storms, but they count as they got above tropical storm force. So we've got 4 names taken off the list. If we go all the way to 16, we're going to make it all the way to Pablo. Looking at the tropics right now, there's a lot of activity. That is Dexter, and then 2 spots that we're watching for potential development. But the first thing that my eye gravitates to when I look at this map is the Caribbean and the Gulf. None of these systems are threatening the Caribbean or the Gulf. The Caribbean is the gateway to the Gulf of Mexico. And of course, the storm in the Gulf threatens everybody, potentially, including us. But right now, nothing threatening our neck of the woods. Out to the open Atlantic, that's Dexter, 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm heading off to the cooler North Atlantic, where it will weaken and fizzle as we head into the weekend, eventually becoming a weather maker for Great Britain as we head into next week. There goes Dexter out of here, but a trough dangling down from the south side of that, the tail end of it, again, models suggesting maybe a little bit of slow, weak development forming here going into the end of the week. That's Friday. So the Hurricane Center marks the wave as right here. As it moves into the yellow area, it's got about a 30% chance for developing. So that moving on Dexter's heels and following Dexter out into the open Atlantic, I think eventually, and that would be a change from a wetter forecast from the Carolinas. Early in the week, it looked like some of that might try to drift into the Carolinas, but that's not happening. And so right now we're backing off on the rain forecast for the Carolinas. That's good. Okay, sea surface temperature. So we're plenty warm. The orange colors, the brighter orange colors indicate water sea surface temp. That's a little bit above normal, 1 or 2 degrees above normal for this time of the year. But just because you have a lot of warm water does not mean you're going to have a whole lot of storm. There's much more that goes into it, the strength of the wave and upper level winds. So that being said, this wave that the Hurricane Center gives a 60% chance for developing once it gets in here is sitting over water that's plenty warm. But models continue to not be very aggressive with its formation. Watch how the spin you're looking at in the yellow and red there kind of begins to elongate. It's not compact. We want to see it nice and compact if this were going to develop. So by Saturday, it's elongating and it continues to just kind of shear apart as we go into Sunday, August 10th. So we'll see if that's able to develop, but right now, models not aggressively developing. In that same time frame, while that's happening, we've got another wave that is expected to come off the west coast of Africa. And watch how this one, models have it more concentrated. We saw the same model result yesterday with this second wave toward the middle of the month. This is by August 13th, perhaps being a better candidate for development. Regardless, even if that develops by August 13th, it's 500, 800 miles to the east of the Lesser Antilles. So plenty of time to be watching all of this right now, with none of it immediately threatening the Caribbean or the Gulf. I do like to look at the Euro and the American model on these systems. So first thing you'll notice is it doesn't have anything on that first wave. This is going to be monitoring the second wave coming off of Africa. So take a look. The American in yellow, the Euro in red, and both of them pick up a little signal on that system. The Euro has a little better organized, perhaps tropical storm going into August 16th, sitting here. The American model perhaps has a depression or a tropical storm sitting here, the August the 16th. That's 10 days from now. So even 10 days from now, if that's going to develop, it's way out here with plenty of time for us to watch to see if it's going to threaten the Caribbean or the Gulf. And you also notice that the Euro and the American model have nothing like that developing here for the next 10 days. Doesn't mean that can't happen, but at least the models are suggesting nothing will develop here over the next 10 days. This time of year, things really can change in a matter of 24 hours. So I would urge everybody, and I always do, my family, friends, anybody who lives on the Gulf Coast, watch the weather at least once a day. This is a great place to get it because here on Plus in the evening, we do this expanded tropical outlook, and you'll always know everything that's going on out here. Saharan dust continues to be a factor as well, more plumes coming off, so that's another factor in perhaps suppressing some of the activity. Usually later in the season, as we get into the middle and latter part of August and September, we stop seeing so much dust, but right now we still have plenty of it, and that is suppressing some tropical development. Okay, Thursday, 78 muggy morning, 20% chance for a coastal storm by noon, and then they drift inland on the sea breeze, and we get a 30% chance of, once again, these afternoon and early evening thunder showers and thunderstorms rumbling through. The extended, we will stay with a daily rain chance, but I do point this out again, 40% chance Saturday and Sunday. We elevated it a little bit for a reason. Models are looking a little bit wetter Saturday and Sunday, so the sea breeze may be more active Saturday and Sunday, mid-90s. Keep a 40% chance going as we head into Monday of next week. All right, that is where we stand. Everybody have a beautiful evening.